Welcome everyone, and happy Thursday. It is noon Eastern time here, specifically today in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's just outside the booming metropolis of Ambler, PA, don't worry. But anyway, noon Eastern time, Philadelphia, Ambler, you know what that means. It is time for Talent Experience Live, your weekly look at all things talent acquisition, talent management, recruiting, and of course, artificial intelligence. Talent Experience Live is proudly brought to you by the good folks here at Phenom, whose purpose is to help 1 billion find the right work. That is why we host this program every Thursday, why we host another fantastic podcast with Cliff Yerkowitz, who has a new episode out with Stephen Childs, so you definitely want to check that one out. You can find it on Spotify, LinkedIn, and so on. Why we announced a major acquisition yesterday, also to help 1 billion people find the right work, and why we have IAMPHENOM coming up in March. And that's what today's episode is all about. But before we get into that, the true way that we help 1 billion is not through events or podcasts or silly videos next to bridges. It is through our applied AI intelligent talent experience platform, which helps candidates find the right fit faster, employees evolve in their current roles and beyond, and recruiters achieve next level productivity and efficiency through data automation and analytics. So if any of that interests you at all, run, don't walk to phenom.com. Now, I mentioned the special episode today, if I didn't give it away, standing near a bridge, the Ben Franklin Bridge to be specific. Today we are talking about the top 10 reasons to attend IAMPHENOM. Now, these are in no particular order. To be very honest with all of you, I'm going to ride my bike all around the city and stop at locations and talk about IAMPHENOM and how it correlates to the city and why you should attend. So once again, no particular order, and hopefully I'm not sweating profusely by the end of this as I ride my bike around, but I'm super excited for today's episode. IAMPHENOM, of course, is coming up in March, the 10th through the 12th. Can't wait to see you there. And without any further hesitation, let's jump right into some of these reasons. Our first stop is the site of the 1876 World Fair. This, I feel, is super appropriate to showcase as a top 10 reason to attend IAMPHENOM. Number one, because the United States is celebrating their 250th birthday this particular year. And also, located right behind those arches is actually the Please Touch Museum. And the reason why I call that out, you're thinking, Devin, we're not bringing children here. This conference is for HR executives, practitioners, and professionals. But the real reason why I call that out is because of all of the hands-on learning that is available to you at IAMPHENOM. Last year, we showcased our AI and automation labs. Those will be back again this year, bigger and better than ever, showcasing all of the new artificial intelligence that you and your talent acquisition or HR teams as a whole can leverage. But also, it's a great place to have fun. Philadelphia is a fantastic city, rich of history, as I'm already showcasing in this first example or reason as to why to attend IAMPHENOM. But also, we like to, showcase you the best parts of the cities, have a good time at places like Reading Terminal, which we'll get to in a few short stops after my legs recover from the bike ride out here. But yes, once again, hands-on learning at IAMPHENOM for you, the HR professional at home. This isn't a fluff conference with big keynote speakers, a front-to-back lineup from athletes or anything like that. This one focuses on true customer stories, on real HR challenges and how to overcome them. And there's no fluff about it. Our customers, when they have challenges, share those, share how they overcame, share how we work together. So this makes for stop one on our 10 reasons as to why to apply or why to attend IAMPHENOM, Yes, home of the 1876 World's Fair and also the Please Touch Museum. You can bring your kids if you want. They're not really. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not the conference for them. All right, next stop. You know what they say, it's always sunny at IAMPHENOM or in Philadelphia, which brings us to our next location, and our next reason to attend. Here I am. Behind me is the iconic Boathouse Row, made famous, of course, by the famous show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The reason why I'm here is because during the spring and summer months, and even fall on occasion, there are hundreds, if not thousands of people lining up for regattas as people row their boats up and down. And we have an equally packed lineup at IAMPHENOM. Over 100 speakers, 75 plus sessions from customers to influencers in the industry. It is jam-packed with stuff that you will get education and insight from, much like a regatta that would be here on Boathouse Row. It is going to be 3 full days jam-packed of excitement, education, fun, and so much more in between, including innovation, which it's safe to say, with these boats behind me, innovation has come a long way with them as well. No longer are we rowing to and from place to place on water. I love coming here. Shout out Joe Pierce, who always loves Boathouse Row. He's a little bit of a rower himself on the Phenom team. If you know him, drop him a comment, tell him that I mentioned him. But can't wait to see you for those 3 jam-packed days for IAMPHENOM. On to our next location. IAMPHENOM, most importantly, is all about momentum. Momentum for talent acquisition teams to hire faster, momentum for talent management teams to retain longer, and momentum for artificial intelligence to make your job easier. Which brings me to my next location and our next reason to attend IAMPHENOM. Selfishly, this is my favorite. Here we are at the Art Museum steps, home of the iconic Rocky statue. And of course, all 3 days of IAMPHENOM, I host a Rocky Run from the conference center in Center City to the steps here, where you get to run up and take a nice picture. This is my favorite part, but also I think everyone's favorite part in the Rocky movies. It signifies the change of a challenger into a champion. And I think attending IAMPHENOM truly can signify a change for you as a professional and for your organization. You're taking the next steps to put antiquated HR tech behind you and step forward into the future with applied artificial intelligence, where you can learn at our AI labs and learn from practitioners who are doing it every single day. This is one of my favorite places in the city. It signifies and is a metaphor for talent acquisition in so many ways. Oftentimes, not right now, of course, because I'm filming and I've kicked everyone out. There are people who will race up the steps, and how symbolic of that is, or how similar to that is the race for talent, or the race for getting a job posted or getting a hire in the door that you needed yesterday. And at the top, once you've achieved your success, you can stand up there and celebrate and put your arms up in the air just like Rocky. I'm not going to do that because I'm holding my notes in my hand and I'd look ridiculous. I already do look ridiculous. I'm wearing a red beanie. Some of you may have put 2 and 2 together now at this point. That's because Rocky wore a red beanie in the first movie. Anyway, here we are at, I believe this is reason number 3 to attend IAMPHENOM. Again, no particular order, but this one is certainly my favorite. Feel free to use promo code Devin for tickets to IAMPHENOM. Don't know if that's real. It should be after this. Can't wait to show you the next 7 reasons as to why to attend IAMPHENOM. The next reason to attend IAMPHENOM is because of innovation. If you look behind me, you can see some of the beautiful city backdrop here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That tall building that's shaped like an old Nokia cell phone is the Comcast Center. And fun fact about that is the elevator, when it was built on the outside, was so fast that people complained of motion sickness once they got to the top. That's innovation at its finest. It's moving too quick for humans to even be able to calibrate. And at times, I think it feels that AI is moving the exact same way. It certainly is at IAMPHENOM. Now, that's the reason why we have
this particular event is because our innovation is changing the way we look at talent acquisition and human resources as a whole, and it is moving fast. But we want you to be comfortable every step of the way. Innovation is at the core of our organization and at the core of IAMPHENOM. Innovation is something that is certainly ingrained in the city of Philadelphia. As I mentioned, the World's Fair back in 1876, and now hosting the World Cup this upcoming summer. IAMPHENOM is an event that centers all around innovation, and it's certainly something that you won't want to miss. And if you get the chance, you didn't hear this from me, sneak in to the old Comcast Center, sneak into the Comcast Center building and go up to the top. There's a Four Seasons up there. You can stop, get a drink, have a happy hour, whatever it may be, and really take in the whole city. It's the best view of the town, and I recommend you do it. But if you step away and miss a session, don't tell them that I told you to do so. Anyway, innovation, AI, product announcements, it will all be at IAMPHENOM. Yet another reason to attend besides beautiful views like this on the waterfront. This particular body of water, if I'll pan for you real quick, is the Schuylkill River, or as the locals call it, the Schuylkill. So I wouldn't fish there, certainly wouldn't drink the water, but it is quite breathtaking and beautiful if you sit down and take a moment to look at it. You can see it from the top of Comcast Center. Anyway, let's move right along on our tour of the city. Next up, the iconic Love Park. Now, a lot of people refer to Philadelphia as the city of brotherly love, and I think a lot of that has to do with this particular statue. Again, you may be asking yourself, Devin, what the hell does this have to do with IAMPHENOM? Well, bear with me for 1 second. Phenom loves our customers. We do plenty of cab events and customer forward events all the time. And at the heart of what we do, helping a billion find the right work, our customers are the real way that we're able to achieve that. So at IAMPHENOM, this is kind of a twofer for reasons to attend. Number one, if you are a customer, you can attend our customer gala, where we showcase the phenomenal awards for all of our customers who've exceeded in candidate experience, talent management, artificial intelligence, and so much more. And also you get to hear, once again, I'm going to mention this, from our customers who love Phenom, who love the technology, who love helping a billion people find the right work, and also maybe from some of our customers who've learned to love Phenom, who maybe had some of those hiccups after the honeymoon stage, if you will, and it ended up being a fortuitous relationship. Anyway, Love Park, I think, is the perfect backdrop for this because at the center of what we do truly is love. It is all about finding people the right work, helping our customers do the right work in order to do that, and loving what you do every single day. I think that is an old expression that if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And that's what the right job looks like for everyone. So without any further hesitation, everyone, take in the love statue. This is just a stone's throw away from the actual convention at the convention center. While you're here, explore the city, check out some of the murals, get a cheesesteak, and most importantly, enjoy the city of brotherly love. On to our next stop. For the second straight year, IAMPHENOM will be hosted here at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Why is this a reason to attend, you may be asking? Well, it is where all of the largest events in Philadelphia are held, including the Flower Show and the Car Show. And it's also our new home. We have outgrown every single event space that we have ever been in, from small hotels on the water to larger hotels in Center City. And this truly speaks to the value of the conference. People continue to come back, they continue to enjoy themselves, and they continue to be better and help a billion find the right work. We're excited to have you here yet again. And of course, the stage will be bigger and better than ever. We have a fantastic keynote speaker that will be announced in the coming days. And it's right in the heart of the city, so you won't miss a thing. Can't wait to see you here. at the convention center in March. The next reason to attend IAMPHENOM, I think, is almost self-explanatory as I stand here out in front of Reading Terminal Market. It is our networking event. It is the talk of the town and the HR industry every single year. It is the opportunity to step away from the conference center, actually talk to some of these practitioners, talk to some of these speakers, learn their stories when they're not on stage in front of thousands of people, and really learn from them and connect and build long-term relationships. On top of that, it's the opportunity to listen to some great live music, taste some of the most iconic Philadelphia food, from cheesesteaks to roast pork to everything in between, and of course have a cocktail if you so choose. This is literally walking distance from the convention center, and it is always one of our favorite events, so much so that we've almost outgrown it, but we continue to keep it a part of the IAMPHENOM lore, if you will, because it is so beloved. Every year we get surveys as to what people's favorite part of the conference were, and of course, outside of keynote speakers and learnings, one of the top mentions is always Reading Terminal. And we have the place to ourselves. We rent out the entire space. You get to mingle and have a good time and really enjoy Philadelphia the way Philadelphians do. Fun fact, it's also a co-star in the iconic film National Treasure, which brings us to our next reason to attend IAMPHENOM. Nothing lasts without a strong foundation, which brings us to our next reason to attend IAMPHENOM. You may recognize this old building behind us, and it may tempt you to want to steal the Declaration of Independence. But that's not this video. That's Nicolas Cage, and he's not coming to IAMPHENOM. Anyway, that is Independence Hall, and it is a symbolism of the foundation of the United States of America. Now, like anything, a strong foundation is required in order for long-term success. And this applies to a lot of the themes that will be covered at IAMPHENOM, such as workforce intelligence, skills, artificial intelligence, and so much more. We give you the building blocks to build a foundation. Oftentimes our CEO and co-founder, Mahi Bayeretti, will talk about the levels of AI maturity, and it starts with walking, then crawling, or excuse me, it starts with crawling, then walking, then running for success. And it all starts with true foundation. IAMPHENOM gives you those building blocks and even the skills to level up your artificial intelligence posture, your skills posture, or even your workforce posture as a whole. Phenom has been around for over a decade now. We started off as a mobile career site application. Since then, we've evolved into a holistic, omni-channel talent solution. We continue to do so, and we do it based on our foundation of helping 1 billion people find the right work and creating the best technology for you. So whether you are going to put on a powdered wig this upcoming March and sign the Declaration of Independence, or simply want to learn more as to how to help your teams build better, faster, and stronger teams with Phenom, IAMPHENOM is the place to be. Located here in the birthplace of America. But that's not all Philadelphia is known for. Of course, we have our history, we have our cheesesteaks, our food, our love statue, and so much more. But join me on this next 4-mile bike ride. I'm kidding, you don't have to join me. We're gonna Zoom cut over there for our next reason to attend IAMPHENOM this upcoming March. Our next reason to attend IAMPHENOM brings me to the Liberty Bell. I'm just kidding. This is the Philadelphia Stadium District. Apologies for the up-close shot. My tripod broke while we were at our last location, so we carry on because we're professionals and things happen. Anywho, you may be asking yourself, Devin, The stadiums, we understand Philly is very famous for its fans, but why would you possibly come to South Philly to promote IAMPHENOM and offer it as a reason to attend the #1 talent experience conference in the world? And the answer is quite simple. Philly fans are battle tested. They expect nothing but the best. They're very famous for offering their feedback. And we expect the same when it comes to our conference. We expect our guests to experience nothing but the best, championship banners or nothing. So that's what we provide. Year after year, we continue to improve and get better and get better and get better, hopefully providing the best experience for you. Because when you are dealing with talent and with people's lives and professions, they expect nothing but the best. They're quick to boo, quick to abandon application processes, quick to find new jobs if their employees are not growing quite fast enough. They're very similar to Philadelphia fans, as we all have learned this past week, and how they wanted to call for everyone to get fired on their entire team. Whether it's here at the Stadium District or in Center City at the conference, we want to provide you with nothing but the best experience.
Our next stop brings us to Elfreth's Alley, located in Old City, Philadelphia. A lot of people believe that this is actually the oldest street in the nation, in which case they would be completely wrong. That's the realest street in St. Augustine. Shout out Flagler College. Anywho, why are we talking about old things? IAMPHENOM is all about new technology and bridging the gap between antiquated tech and new tech and making it work for you. Well, the answer's simple. Philadelphia used to be the center of the country. And by center, I just simply mean the capital. Obviously, that's since moved to Washington, D.C., but IAMPHENOM is still the capital of applied AI and automation when it comes to human resources. It all started here. We are paving the roads, the grounds for the rest of the world to follow. We apply this technology in real time with product showcases and customer stories for you at IAMPHENOM. Much like we applied the technology of paved roads to the United States. Obviously, Britain had paved roads, I'm sure France did as well, and so on and so forth. But you get the idea. IAMPHENOM is the pinnacle of human resources, artificial intelligence, and you won't want to miss it. Just another reason to attend, on top of the, I think it was 9 now that I lost count. And again, apologies for losing my my good old-fashioned tripod. So if the camera's a little shaky, it's been a lot of miles on the bike. I'll give you a full tally at the end. You won't want to miss that. Anyway, on to our last and final reason to attend IAMPHENOM. You've made it to the end of this particular talent experience live. And with that, I give you one final reason here from the top of the Ben Franklin Bridge to attend IAMPHENOM. I'll be there. No, I'm kidding. IAMPHENOM is a one-of-a-kind HR technology event here in the magnificent city of Philadelphia. So whether it is the love that we give our customers and get from our customers, whether it is the great party at Reading Terminal, the awesome venue at the convention center, the customer stories, the applied AI, overall the entire experience, I think that you should 110% find a way to get here in March. And if you needed one more reason, it's to help 1 billion. That's 1 billion reasons within itself. We have a purpose to help 1 billion people find the right work. And one of the small ways that we do that is through our conference here in Philadelphia. Thank you so much for touring the city with me. I know I had a blast. Final tally for bike miles, for those of you who are counting at home, was just over 21. And I still have to get home from here because I do not live on top of the ridge. And truth be told, I am terrified without a tripod that my phone might fall off. So I'm gonna wrap up this TXL very quickly. Can't wait to see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone has a safe, happy, and healthy weekend. I know that I will see you all in March at IAMPHENOM, because I gave you plenty of reasons to show up. Everything from the historic significance to the grit, the determination, and everything in between. Can't wait to see you in March. I hope everyone once again has a safe, happy, and healthy weekend. We'll see you there.
We got a new thing coming, and it never looked so good.